that you can't feel comfortable enough to communicate your thoughts or your feelings, or if you want to walk away from it, you need to be able to
Mhm.
walk away from it. You're gonna feel something behind it, but no, I don't know. But I do, like you said, it's all kinds of human excretive in the dating pool. So people be trying to hang on to who they got.
To whatever.
And
Yeah.
fix it. Don't just hang on to it. Work on
Right.
fixing it.
Right. Because I even tell my couples that come in after infidelity, I'm not gonna say that y'all can't go on and have a successful and healthy relationship. That honestly lays at y'all's feet.
Yeah.
And what people don't realize, there's so many more issues than infidelity. People think that's the only reason that,
And
baby.
by the time the infidelity happened, it was about 17 more things that was a problem way before somebody stepped out of a relationship. And just to be clear, it is not just these monogamous relationships. I don't know where y'all getting this from, but the more personalities inside of a relationship, the more craziness you got going on. I don't know why you think add more people to a relationship.
Let me say this.
Even if the finance, y'all don't even be. I'm gonna let you say something, but hold on. Look, I'm pulling a Kanye on you. Even if in a poly relationship, this was about finances, y'all don't even be managing the finances right in the poly relationships. And this is not a personal thing. This is me telling you what I'm seeing when people come into therapy all the time. You be mismanaging money and be mismanaging people's feelings. And when it's two of y'all and when it's six of y'all.
Not six. Not six. I
Six because it be one dude and
already know.
three would be look, one dude, three women, and then he be having some on the outside.
But you know what? This is what I tell my when I either shoot whether it's couples or individuals when the poly relationship thing comes up. Most of y'all don't have the trust level to actually be in a poly relationship, so y'all need to stop it. And if you really want to be in a fully poly relationship, that means both parties can have somebody else. That also means that you're not guessing where they are that night because you know where they are because that level of trust that is needed for a poly relationship, most of y'all ain't got. So y'all need to stick to y'all little monogamous one-on-ones and stop trying to do all this extra stuff. Because again, most of y'all can't handle it no way.
It it
Because y'all
needs
still lying.
it needs to be. I ask people with their relationship, whether it's a monogamous relationship or an open relationship or a poly relationship, what are your rules? Not
Right.
what, not what are the rules of what society says it's supposed to be like, or this is how a relationship is supposed to go, or these are relationship
Right.
these are how poly relationships are ran. What are the rules for your relationship? And is everybody clear on what those rules are, what those boundaries are? Because people just think it's just, oh, we together and it's not, it's, if everything is based off sex, then we got a problem anyway.
Right. Because what we doing? And I mean, taking it even further, I guess you do what works for you and yours, right?
Mhm.
And that's the advice I give anybody. Because what I do in mine may not work for yours, and what you doing in yours may not work in mine, and that's okay. But what I've also seen some too, kind of going back to what something you said earlier, of people just holding on to stuff just for the sake. Like these people, especially in some cases, women. Well, he say he wanna, so I'm okay with. Okay, you getting yours too, sis? You out there? Well, no, he don't like. Well, then, baby, no, that's not it.
Oh, and don't, I think I did a TikTok on this. I did. You consent to doing something that is a boundary crossing thing for you, and it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman, whether it's about a sexual act or about money or finances or whatever. The minute you decide that you are going to bend, flex, or break one of your own boundaries simply to make your partner happy, thinking that that's going to be the end of it, it is not. Because why would anybody want one bite of cake? Why does anybody want one handful of potato chips? Once you enjoy something, you're going to want to do it again. And if that person, if you're doing it just to please that person, they're gonna want you to continue. And the minute you say no, then the new argument becomes, well, you did it before. What's the problem?
Right.
It bad. Why? And then you find yourself doing it over and over again. I've
Yeah,
seen
you
it
thought
in
that
high
threesome was
school.
just for the birthday? That was all the time?
Yeah, if you don't want to do it, then you don't
Then
do it.
don't do it.
A person should not be forcing you or persuading you or trying to cajole you into doing boundary crossing thing for you. And I'm not saying that we're talking about somebody who is open to exploring things. That's different. If they're
Correct.
feeling like, you know what, I would be willing to try it, not just for you, because I'm also curious and I would like to do it as well, or I'm okay with it. You need to truly be okay with it and make sure your partner is okay with it. Otherwise, it's gonna be resentment later. It happens every single time.
Single. Yep. Yep. And I mean, if it's coming to the point where you had to be talked into it for 4 weeks, don't be sitting up here trying to convince yourself, no, I wanted to do it. No, no, actually, you didn't. Because if you had to be convinced about it for 4 weeks, you didn't.
Let
You
me
just
tell you,
went along with it because,
don't ask me to do nothing you won't be willing to do.
again,
Same sex, opposite sex, little funds, big funds, no funds.
right,
Don't ask me to accept no shit you wouldn't be willing to accept on your end.
right. Because if you only cool with it, as long as it's two girl, but if I say two dudes is the problem, then baby, then there we go. I guess it ain't happening.
Right. Everybody want to be, responsible or keep it real until it time to being equitable and having real conversations. Now, if everybody is okay with the rules and this is how we're going to operate our relationship, whether it's an open relationship, monogamous relationship, or whatever it looks like, whether it's friendships or families, we're all understanding of what the rules are and we're all giving full insight and consent, then that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking
Correct.
about you having to convince somebody to do something, or you trying to run your relationship and you haven't even set real logical and rational ground rules, and how to deal with emotions, because everybody got emotions, they just look different. These couples, man, I love y'all, and I love when y'all come
Huh.
to therapists, but golly, cheese on
We'll
a
be ready to
cracker.
drink at 11 a.m. on Saturday, some Saturday. Lord, it ain't even drinking time yet. Be
Oh,
taking me down through there.
yeah, it be something else. Hey, y'all be up in there, and we want to help you, but again, it's not up to us to fix your relationship. Up to us to help you put everything on the table and decide from what's on the table what you're gonna do with it.
Right.
So,
Like I said earlier, the work doesn't happen in the therapy room. If every you come to me every 2 weeks or once a month, and in between that time, you just doing the same thing you've been doing. I mean, it's no different than if I only work out once a month. That's 12 times total in a year. Like, then I'm mad in December 31st that I ain't. I can't be mad. What did I
nah,
think was gonna happen doing that once a month?
nothing. The same thing you put in is what you're gonna get out. Absolutely nothing.
Right, because stop putting it all on us, posting all on Facebook, telling other folks I wouldn't go. Therapy don't work. Da-da-da.
It
Meanwhile, you
don't.
was in there lying to that lady. But
Therapy
okay.
don't. You don't do what you're supposed to do.
Right. Tell
You
the whole story. Tell her you told you was lying to that lady. Tell her
that
you only tell all of it. If you go tell it, I want you to tell all of it.
that lady.
You know that's how they be posting on Facebook.
Oh,
You
that
know they
lady.
be, yeah, be lying to that lady.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Another reason why I prefer when clients reach out via email and via text, because I ain't gonna forget what you said if I can go back to it. Every conversation we have, I ain't no spring chicken, so I ain't gonna remember every single thing, but I'm gonna remember to go back to that chart where I put down what you said.
Oh, I'm good for doing that too, especially when they be playing with me. I be pausing, and then I'm like, "So you don't remember like 3 sessions ago? You told me you wanted to do X, Y, and Z. Yeah, and you sit up here in my face today, and you wondering why that's not. Oh no, don't I mean me now? You said this what you wanted to do.
Hmm.
Now
And
you sitting up in this lady office playing.
yeah, you got to be comfortable with. You don't have to like it. Nobody's saying that you got to like it. You probably ain't gonna like it, but you have to get comfortable with being confronted because you know even the people who are like as honest as possible when they come into therapy, you slip. We expect that. We don't expect come into therapy and you're perfect, or you come in and you get it right off the bat and you go, you're gonna slip. But the reason why we're there is to support you, to help get you back on track. So we can't do that if you're being dishonest, or if you come and you're supposed to be here every 2 weeks, or you come in once a month, or you know you crossing our boundaries. I can't. I still, nobody and I already said it, but for the life of me, I can't understand why y'all would think for 1 minute that a therapist would be okay with you crossing their boundaries, and they work on teaching people appropriate boundaries all the time. You're not finna play with me on
Not
that.
at all. No, not no nan day.
Not for no amount of money either. Unfortunately, I am not one of those women that you can dangle a dollar sign in front of and anything is gonna go down. Prefer, look, I can't even get it out. Personally or professionally, you ain't got
And
enough.
speaking of money, baby, we know this ain't free. We know life is hard, things happen, but stop playing with our money too, because some of y'all be trying it.
They do. They do. Now I did share when the live started that there are a lot of therapists that accept insurance. You need to
Mm-hmm.
contact your therapist or therapist that you're interested in. Schedule a consultation to find out if they accept your insurance. There are therapists who accept certain forms of EAP or all EAPs. I don't take all EAPs. I only do Lyra at the moment. But when you have a payment that's due, pay your payment, whether it's a copay, co-insurance for your deductible, or your late cancellation fee or your no-show fee. As I said, when the live first started, gas is high for everybody. My gas ain't no cheaper than yours. My groceries ain't no cheaper than yours. These trips that you enjoy, I want to enjoy trips. I want to eat food too. You got to pay your bill.
Right. Did I
Don't
ever
be
tell you when I
scared.
got fired in the middle of a session?
You got fired in the middle of a session. They don't. I ain't never been fired in the middle. Now I've been fired on the back end.
It was funny, but it wasn't funny. So this particular client, same situation, didn't pay. Like once it was one of the days I had back to back to back sessions. So like I ran the card at the end of the session, which we know we don't do, right? Because
Yeah, trying
supposed
not
to
to
be
be
playing with us. Right. And so by the time I ran it at the end of the session, she had already logged off. I can't get it to go through. So, I do my little wait a minute and we're gonna run it again. Da, da, da. And this was a person I saw every 2 weeks. So I sent a reminder like a week later, like, hey, don't forget to pay your. She replied back, I know it's there. Okay, ma'am.
damn.
Yeah. Day of session. Right. Day of session. Start the session. Because at the time I had checked it. I think she paid it right after. Because right before a session, I checked it. It still hadn't been paid. So when she logged on, I was like, hey, da 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 da. Next thing you know, I paid it right after. Because right before a session, I checked it. It still hadn't been paid. So when she logged on, I was like, hey, da 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 da. Next thing you know, screen, lady paid that too. Lady session. I didn't have to get it caught up in fraud. I refunded that little $35 copay. But how you mad at me?
We gotta do better. Let's just
Listen,
say
and
this.
it wasn't but $35 of copay. Like, why? Lady, what we doing?
I would just say this. I I can't speak for other therapists, but I will work. And a lot of times, your person will call.
Correct.
Just let somebody know. Communicate. Communicate with your partner, communicate with your children, communicate with your friends, communicate with your family members, communicate with your therapist. And let's see if we can work it out. But don't just dodge an
Right.
attitude with me if I'm asking you about my money. Do not show up and
Literally, and fire me in middle of sessions. Like that's all. I just wanted you to pay your little fee. Like my, you know,
right.
it is what it is. But like, yeah, I don't mind working with people. Like I get it. If your sessions fall on a non-pay week, tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind doing it.
The time span. We'll figure it out. But you just open your mouth and communicate and talk. Don't wait until you upset about something or you having, you feeling some type of negative emotion and then you ready to talk because you're defensive. Let's talk on the front end and we'll figure it out. But
Right.
so I am proposing. I'm gonna pop something on Dr. Aldridge live and
Oh
everything.
Lord.
How do you feel about maybe we go live next month. Maybe we make a
Okay.
decision. We'll jump on live with y'all. At minimum, right now, I'm saying once a month because I be tired.
You
Y'all think I
well,
don't?
you saw my my text earlier, so
No, you say, but I do. I be tired. But I also, I know y'all be like, she got all this energy because I take naps and shit. So
listen.
let's we'll make a bendable commitment that we'll do a
I like it.
live once a month and we'll come up with maybe it's just a mental health check-in where we check in with y'all and talk about whatever's going on at the time, give a little feedback, ask for your feedback. Maybe we can answer questions from time to time. I appreciate everybody that jumped on all of these lives because we got 3 running right now. Shout out to my husband, my baby daddy. He jumping out. He's sending me roses on there. Look, if don't know how to support right now. Shout out to my husband, my baby daddy. He jumping out. He's sending me roses on there. Look, if don't know how to support me, support me. Here we go. Am I back? I think I'm back, but now I think I lost Dr. Aldridge. I'm not like
I was like, I don't know if it was me or you.
it was me, girl. The doggone thing is plugged up, but I guess it uses so much of whatever, even though it's plugged.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm getting low. Anyway, I got to get ready to cook dinner anyhow. I cook. I cook
Mm.
and I cooks, but my husband cooks. So I'm the support on his week. On his weeks, I'm the support. Now I got to get ready to make Sunday dinner. But listen, we're gonna start doing this at minimum once a month.
I like it.
See
I
how
can
I'm
do
getting
that.
her permission first, and if she give me any kind of read,
What you say?
verbally,
Wait. What you say? Give yourself permission. What you say? Oh,
hey, if she tell me no, I'm gonna figure it out another way. But I'm asking, I'm communicating. Yes, and I know she the one I can ask because usually she be ready to go. She be ready to go. So we're gonna try to do a live with y'all once a month. at minimum. I ain't saying that that's gonna be all, but once a month at minimum. We're gonna talk about all things mental health. We're gonna do check-ins. We're gonna talk about self-care. We're gonna talk about parenting. We're gonna talk about couples and navigating relationships and navigating friendships and navigating relationships with your family. All things mental health. I think I do want to talk again real soon about picking a provider for yourself and all of the things you need to consider when you're trying to, you know, find a therapist because their relationship is important. You don't just go
Hmm.
see somebody because they specialize in what you want to work on. You need to have a good relationship with the person that you're going to be doing therapy with. So, yeah. Thank you, baby. So I look amazing. Anywho, you got any final thoughts, Dr. Aldridge?
No, but good combo, good time, good stuff.
Yes. And I pinned my email address on the TikTok live. I did not pin it on Facebook because if you watching this on Facebook and you one of my Facebook friends, I'm not finna do therapy with you. I'm not. If you want to do therapy with me and you're a Facebook friend, too bad, so sad. Let me know, however, and I can point you in the right direction. But we already have a relationship of sorts, and that is, I draw a line there. So, but if you need assistance, my email is in as Nancy Futrell, Futrell at GIHONINC.com. Email me. You can also text me on the business line 901-443-8895, and I will either get you hooked up with myself or I'm going to figure out a way to connect you with another therapist or at least connect you with a site where you can find someone. But I don't leave nobody out in the wind. We'll figure it out. It might not be me, but I'm gonna make sure that you get something from someone that you value. So, yeah, I'm finna get up out of here and go make my family dinner because I heard Kitty Cat coming the door and I seen her stop in the kitchen like I don't see no food cooking. And I'm gonna let you. I guess if you ain't took your nap already,
Yes, it's that time. It's that time.
it's almost bed night time.
I know that's why I can't go to sleep there. I'll be up at 2 o'clock staring at the wall. I don't want that in life.
All righty. Enjoy you all Sunday. Thank you so much for
All
tuning
right. See you
in.
later.
Bye.
Bye.